Game 2, the East National session that are hungry to put on a show. Crestwood taking on Halifax Prep, East versus West. Look at them whipping that rock around, the sevens out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Oh, ball went off the ref. He's part of the court. And Elijah Fisher with the jam. Don't know if you know the name Elijah Fisher, folks. Being sarcastic, of course you do. He's blowing up right now. And that's why Crestwood has a target on its back all season long. And Koyuwat with the basket, and Halifax gets it right back.
This is going to be a high-energy game, Jason. Both of these teams do not back down, and both of them are gritty, in-your-face defenders, as you can see on this play right now.
Crestwood getting after it. Corner. Count it from downtown.
I'm really feeling these new Halifax jerseys. Just simple black and white trim with their bridge logo.
This is high-level basketball right now. We are just a minute 10 into this game. Sorry, just over a minute into this one. No good from range. Elijah Fisher.
Jelly.
Both these teams press. Both these teams get into the open floor. This game is going to be something special, just a guess.
That pass a little behind him. Couldn't get to it.
This Halifax Prep squad, who battled through an injury-plagued season last year, has come back revamped, reloaded, and ready to go. They won their home opener, which was also the season opener for the National Preparatory Association. They beat their rivals RNS. A one-point game. Oh, set back. Ashraf Takadua.
That's the import. Coach Ro Russell's been talking about him for a little while. He's here now, and that's exactly what he does. He's a rim protector. He's somebody that's gonna eat up rebounds.
Tight, get tight, get tight, get tight, get tight. For me? Oh, that's all.
Corner three. Brandon Muntu, a top 3-point getter in the NPA last season was Muntu. And he has a lot of help this season now. Elijah Fisher back the other way, no good. Muntu brings it down. He's pushing it. You what? Back to Muntu. Halifax Prep working it around Chadua. Closing out for the SWAT. Offensive rebound, foul. Halifax Prep going to the line. This squad is jacked. They have been waiting for this game since the schedule was released.
Like the leadership here from Kobe Antwi, pulling the guys aside, making sure they're all on the same page. For national team member, Mr. Jacoby Neath, checking in.
Neath was part of that U18 squad. I was lucky enough to be down there calling those games in St. Catharines. It was really interesting to see him after that first game seemed tentative, came out in that second game and really started to get it going and gave Canada a good shot in the arm from range.
And he's fresh off of a visit to Central Florida. Got a couple more coming. I believe Wake Forest is next on his list.
Fisher. And you see, getting right into it, head coach Marcus Eaton the youngest coach in the league, one of the most energetic as well.
These guys are a bunch of pit bulls. I love watching this squad play. Janny and Simmons here getting nice and low on defense.
Fisher, no good. Luis Pacheco with the offensive rebound back up top. Got it to go from downtown. Alley-oop jam. Throwing it down along the baseline. Okoye.
It's a different squad from what we saw last year in Halifax.
Pacheco trying to get after it, but Halifax prep all over the defensive glass. There's the steal. And a nice dish to Elijah Fisher. They are battling out there, both sides of the squad. Trevon Thomas is another name we're going to be talking about an awful lot this season.
Very, very, very underrated point guard. He's one of the fastest. He gets in the passing lanes. He feeds guys. He misdirects defenders. Love watching that kid play.
Oh! Throwing down the hammer!
Ooh.
Johnny and Simmons waking up the crowd. And here they go, swallow him up. Smart move by Elijah Fisher.
And Fisher's attacking a little wide right now. You see him coming away from the rim. Pacheco wanted him coming in earlier and closing up.
Beneath. Thomas pulls it from range. Front rim, no good.
Good.
14-7. Halifax Prep up 7. Now Crestwood getting up on D. Oh, nice look. Pacheco there for the swat. Thomas going 1-on-2. Smart pulls it back out. Crestwood trying to work off that jet lag. Flew in this morning. One of those things that every team has to deal with as they travel. Halifax Prep getting it back. Trailer. Blue all. Oh!
My goodness, we got posters.
The rack.
We got posters. Let the printing begin.
Again. Halifax Prep wanted to come out and make a statement. And I think they did just that in the early going here. Big time throwdown by Simmons earlier. The lefty throwing down the hammer. Halifax Prep so jacked up for this game. Forgetting to check in at the table. People just want to get on the floor and go.
Watch the bell. Brandon, watch the bell. Watch the bell. Sideline, Julian.
There's Trayvon with that speed. Always in control, man.
Jumpers cash. Kashawn Laddie.
I was just about to say, I wonder how early we're going to see Matthew Nelson's on the floor, and there he is, number 4 on your screen in the white.
Ooh, Crestwood D'ing up strong.
Hey, calm down, Cristo. Cristo, you got to communicate with J9. You got here.
Ooh, Neath lost it out of bounds. These are the little things, you know, Crestwood really just needs to weather this early storm. Getting off a flight, taking on a squad that still had to travel. Only about a 3.5 hour drive though for Halifax Prep. Much different than a flight. There's Jacoby Neath, basket in the bump. Jacoby Neath on a mission this season. Lining up visit after visit. Checking into the game. Crazy to see Jaron Johnson now, 3rd guy off the bench, and last season Johnson was in the starting 5 playing 38 minutes. Playing through injury in one game, not even knowing how serious it was. This Halifax squad will battle through anything, and right now they have themselves a 6-point lead. Midway point of the first quarter. Tell your friends to tune in. They're in for a good one. Crestwood getting back onto the floor. Stuck 6. They weathered that early storm. Halifax Prep came out laying down the hammers.
And the way the Jacoby Neath attacked on that last one, looked like he was fed up and had enough. Ali.
Ooh, 2 guys going up. Neath ends up getting it stripped away. I think that could have been all ball. Called for a foul though. Jared Johnson. One thing about both these teams, very well coached. And you have 2 different sides. I mean, Marcus Heaton, the youngest in this league, you know, really looks up to a coach like Roe Russell. And on the other side, you have Roe Russell with Crestwood and his assistants. Look at that passing. Like, this is what makes Crestwood a national championship contender.
That's 2 dribbles in transition. If they can move the ball up that quickly, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to have a hard time defending these guys.
Uncle Mo just walked into the gym and switched over to Crestwood's side.
Yep. Just like that, it's a 3-point game.
Up top, Jacoby Neath, 2 off glass. Marcus Eaton says, nope, I've seen enough. Timeout on the floor, a little 5-0 run, and Halifax Prep wants to talk it over. Halifax Prep switching things up, going a little small out there. Nice passing, nice finish. Brandon Muntu. Really excited to see what he can do because he doesn't have to do it all this year. He can just be a piece to the solid puzzle.
And I've seen Muntu play on and off the ball, and he's interchangeable in terms of that position. You could have Jaron Johnson play on ball as well. And this Trayvon, hey, if there's one player on this Crestwood squad who's really turning it up for them and really putting them in a position to win, it's this kid right here, Trayvon Thomas.
Hit an offensive rebound and put back, gets back on D, breaks up the pass, bringing that energy that Roe Russell needs. After seeing Halifax Prep come out and stunt all over him in the first couple of minutes. But that's the thing, you know, we always say that a team takes on the identity of their coach. Both these teams, perfect examples of that. Crestwood, you know, young guys, but with such a veteran head coach, they know. Up top, Jaron Johnson. Tough take. Crestwood has really settled things down here now. 3:15 left in the opening quarter. Jacoby Neath. Thomas pulls it from range. No good. Offensive rebound.
And Thomas has got the green light to take those shots. When he's used as a spot up, he can make those. And Jacoby Neath just hit his head on the backboard. Tells you how athletic this 6'3" point guard is.
We took the flight in with this Crestwood squad, and they're all excited to get out here. It's obviously our programs and our head coaches understand what's being done in the National Preparatory Association, but very cool to see the players understanding it as well, understanding that it's an opportunity to grow this game in other provinces, and for people here in New Brunswick to see a roster full of solid players, some of which very well could be in the NBA in just a couple of years. A local kid here being able to see that he got to watch that in his hometown in New Brunswick.
Yep. And you see a huge difference here between the first couple of minutes where they opened up and the way they're playing right now. The ball is moving very quickly for Crestwood. No more than 1 to 2 seconds.
Halifax Prep has really led from the opening tip.
Kobe Antwi back into the game here. Subbed out Matthew Nelsons.
And Coach Marcus Eaton working the officials. Little friendly East Coast conversation. Pacheco offensive rebound. Crestwood getting on the glass. Fashionably late right now. The CEO and president of Halifax Prep. Who's going to be the first to tell Ming that he missed his team going up big on Crestwood at the beginning with some big-time throwdowns? This Halifax Prep squad put on an outstanding show in their home opener, the NPA season opener. Had a sellout crowd there in Halifax.
Hey, go Chris. Other team.
Rayvon Young at the line. Kobe Antwi, another one of these solid players for Crestwood that just fits into this system and can do so many special things.
Trayvon asking for the screen here up top from Lewis.
Jacoby Neath, ooh, lost it. Gets it back. Antwi get himself to the line.
Good recognition there by Kobe Antwi, recognizing the defender was off balance and just went at him.
I know it's early, but I love what I've seen out of Trayvon Thomas here in the early going of this game. You know, saw his team fall behind thanks to some electric plays by this Halifax squad, but really when he came in to calm everybody down and then got it done on the floor at the same time, like that's what you need from your floor general.
Most definitely, and that's a class of 2020. You know, he's still growing physically. But from a skill set standpoint and what he provides to the team defensively, he's already delivering.
Muntu. No. Glass and off. Ooh, he invited the contact, took a big hit, but he'll get back to the line.
And that's a great feed from Jacoby Neath from the other free throw line. Didn't touch the floor. Straight to him.
William Charles hits the first.
Charles hailing from Montreal, Quebec. You're seeing the province of Quebec and Alberta really just disperse their talent. Not a lot of prep opportunities. It's changing up now for Alberta, that's for sure. Montreal has St. Laurent Express as well.
Jacoby Neath spinning and dishing.
Sweet, just sweet drop off there.
Halifax Prep missed the leak out. Try to make up for it now, it's too late. Both these teams playing 100 miles an hour right now.
Oh, one more. You got him in the corner. Brandon Muntu, that's the guy you want to catch in the corner. He's able to make those with consistency.
Thomas. Ooh, nice move. Collision. A little bit out of control.
Yeah, off the first spin, you had guys in the corner just waiting for it. Jacoby Neath asked for it. But when you're moving that quick, sometimes you're going to miss them.
Pacheco, just a beast down there, swallowing up the defensive rebound. Neath.
Blow by.
That would have been a heck of a finish if he could get that going through contact.
And now that he's at full health, or if not near it, you're seeing as he catches on the wing, his blow-by ability is a lot quicker. Last year there was some discomfort. He was still growing physically, some tendonitis, but now you see when he catches on the wing, he's already in triple threat, and that blow-by ability is going to lead to some thunderous jams if defenders aren't careful.
I was excited to see a lot of different things this season, and a healthy Jacoby Neath was one of the tops on that list.
Again, Jacoby Neath just coming off of a visit from Central Florida. Took Tulane earlier and still has Wake Forest coming up. And, you know, this time last year we were talking about San Fran. We were talking about other levels that were recruiting him. This year it's been all the high majors after witnessing him play with the national team and then reviewing film.
Halifax Prep came out guns blazing, but Crestwood has held true to form. Now back up 4 here. 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Steven Lazar, no good. Back the other way. Inviting the contact. Basket and the bump, big time move. Johnny and Simmons making a name for himself early in the NPA season.
Looks like he plays a little bit of football too, the way he took that contact. Just blasted right through him, and he wasn't going up against no scrawny defender either. That was against Jacoby Neath. Took the contact, still able to finish.
Simmons was the leading scorer for Halifax Prep in their season opening win. Shot it at a good percentage as well.
Jason, this might be the game of the weekend, man, if we're looking at all the matchups we have on the block.
I think GTA Prep and Toronto Basketball Academy, who are just getting into town, may have something to say about that. They're not driving in. Speak of the devil.
They're walking
GTA
in right
Prep
now.
rolls in. Hey, man, I'm in tune with the league.
You can feel the energy.
Yeah. I got some friends in high places in this league. I understand what's going on. You see head coach David Cooper, who played and coached professionally in the NBDL. Spent some time here in the Maritimes, reconnecting with some old friends. 10 seconds left. Crestwood bench calling out the time left. Thomas launching. No good. 2 seconds to go. Muntu. 27-25 Crestwood after the opening 10 minutes. Stay with us. Tell your friends this is a game to watch. Was brought onto this team. Adebaboye on a step back, Masters. Whoa! Shout out the mess hall at Ross A. Netherwood School. That's why they call it a mess hall and not a cafeteria.
Hey man, I'm getting some quality calories coming in my system. Ross St. Netherwood doing it up big. This campus is absolutely beautiful too.
That East Coast hospitality on another level. Very cool to see all the NPA teams here in attendance right now watching this game.
Simmons again, just carving through the lane, having his way. Making a splash onto the national radar. Just Splash, splat, no splash.
Crestwood still trying to find themselves offensively, especially when it comes to the shots from range.
Well, they were best. They've been playing in spurts. They were at their best when the ball was moving very quickly and they were passing up good shots for great shots. Now you see them starting to settle for 3 balls from 2 to 3 feet beyond the line.
Nice.
And on the other end, you have that, right?
Chris Ogie. Thought I had to do a double take there. Thought I had JD Muya out there playing. JD Muya, of course, graduated from the NPA National Champion Canada Top Flight Academy. Wore number 15 for that squad as well. Looks similar to Ogie. And this is what you're going to see when it comes to people taking on Crestwood. Crestwood has a bullseye on their back this season. They got a star in the making in Elijah Fisher. They got a guy picking up high major offers in Jacoby Neath. They have a legendary head coach and a squad that runs 15 deep. They're going to get everybody's best shot this season, and that's exactly what's happening right now with Halifax Prep.
I'm really liking Simmons, man. He could really take contact.
Here we go.
Flight school.
Elijah Fisher, two-handed slam. Making it look easy.
Ooh.
Ooh, almost got the roll, going to the line to shoot 2. The energy right now between both of these teams. Nice to see Halifax Prep also. At the line right now is McCoy Uwat, who made an impact in the opening minutes of this game.
He's been a bright spot. I mean, they've missed him a couple of times, and he's voiced that to them coming into the timeout, but he's definitely making the runouts in transition. You just got to make sure you find him.
This is going to be an outstanding game. I don't think we're going to see a big difference between these two teams from start to finish. Thank you for joining us on North Pole Hoops YouTube channel. Down low, Pacheco running out of time, just mans up, but couldn't get it to go on the jam. Luis Pacheco is going to damage some rims this season.
I don't mind that he missed that. I'm happy that he even attempted it. Love to see that type of aggression from a big man in the paint.
A little give and go, 3 ball, no good. Trying to come down with it. Thomas. He doesn't need much room to get that off. Back the other way. And again, Halifax Prep inviting that contact. Pacheco picking up the foul. Simmons going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And with all the times that Simmons been to the line so far, I think it's a total of 4 trips. Not only is he attacking the rim and setting a tone offensively, but he's also getting these guys in foul trouble. Key pieces for Crestwood that Coach Roy Russell's had to sub in and out. Now, if you get a kid like Luis Pacheco in foul trouble, that's going to be a problem. Now you're opening up gaps. You're taking away your rim protector.
Fisher. Big time slam, filling the lane. Kobe Antwi.
Well read young fella. Saw the gap and bit.
And nobody was stepping in front of that freight train. Ooh, nice little finish. Chris Ogie.
Halifax Prep hanging on to a tiny lead. And they're just exchanging baskets.
Oh, bank it in, Luis Pacheco.
Don't know how I feel about the shot selection on that one, but hey, it went, so on to the next.
Oh, nice spin and throw down.
Hello.
Chris Ogie. That was textbook big man move.
Nice little drop step.
I like the defense from Halifax Prep as well. Collapsing, look at that. Offensive rebound and foul. Julian Lawal.
Matthew Nelson's with the bunnies. He's got springs, man. He doesn't need a lot of time for that second jump. Doesn't need a lot of gather either. Got the length and got the fast twitch muscles to get it done.
I think I'm going to stop updating the score. Every time I look up, it's just 1 point one way, 1 point another way. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show. Take a look again at Chris Ogie's spin and slam. I just love that. Took no time at all to make that decision, Elias.
Absolutely. No, he read the floor before that entry pass came in. He knew where everybody was.
And, you know, we talk about big men developing later just in general, but, you know, that's one of those things when you feel that body on your back, and if he's just a little to the right or left, making that split-second decision to go the other way and go strong. Muntu. Sorry, that was Simmons. Elijah Fisher, the young lion.
That's a tough finish, man.
Ooh.
That's a tough finish.
He had been silent. You could just see it on his face. Maybe just not feeling it so far today, but that's one of those plays can get you going.
And one thing I really like about Elijah's game, especially once he starts penetration, he really does a good job of protecting the ball and wraps it on his way to the rim. It's one thing or another is going to happen. Either he's going to wrap, protect, and finish, or he's going to get fouled on a reach-in.
Crestwood getting after it defensively.
Julian, it's quick. You got to get it out of there quick.
13 on the shot clock.
Hang out the corner.
That's a little piece of information I think Beast could have used in that last game. Don't hang out in the corner. Picking up your dribble in that Bermuda Triangle down there is dangerous. Oh, great steal. And slam. Kashawn Laddie getting the Crestwood bench on their feet. Ooh. Almost getting his own putback, but not to be. Sent back, Luis Pacheco. Guarding the paint, we got a jump ball called.
I don't know how you could call that one a jump ball. There's got to be a foul before that. Nor did they have, you know, enough pause on it for that 3 seconds.
I think that's what Roe Russell's asking as well.
Let's go.
Neath. Fisher. Spin move into the lane. Tippin. Once, twice. Fisher comes down with it and put back. Elijah Fisher. That was a grown man's move.
Breakout season for the kid. The young bull for Crestwood.
Ooh, Simmons took a couple of steps there.
A lot of people are talking about Elijah Fisher as the best player in the world for his age group. He's been to so many camps and been amazing at so many different events. I think he's proven it. Now it's just a matter of hanging on. He doesn't pay a lot of attention to it, but this is a kid now coming in and playing with seniors. If he could continue producing the way that he has been, I don't think there's any question that he's the best in the world. Canada, stand up. Just keep pumping out number ones.
Consistent. And changing the definition of a Canadian basketball player with every year.
And this year in the NBA draft, you're going to have Rowan Barrett Jr. coming out. Number 1 overall is what he's projected in the NBA draft. I've been getting a lot of feedback from the guys at Duke, and I don't think anyone's beaten him one-on-one in a Duke practice. They play, and they play often.
Oh, he's not struggling down there?
Yeah, I know him and Zion go at it as well, and Zion's a freak of nature, but
practicing with those guys every day is only going to excel what we've continued to see out of R.J. Barrett. Got to be around him as he played for the senior men's national team alongside his good friend Andrew Nemhart at 18 years of age. Earned his minutes on that team. Earned the respect of his older teammates. From range, no good. Good box out by Lazar.
Now Lazar's an underrated piece, man. He's an excellent role player. He could shoot as a spot up. He understands his position and his role on the team, and he's not going to be a high maintenance guy. He's going to come in there and just get his job done.
You know who I think is enjoying this test? I think Ro Russell's enjoying this test for his squad. I think he likes the opportunity here to be able to tell his guys, well, this is the stuff we need to work on. These are the challenges we're going to face in the National Preparatory Association.
Yep. And it's a good time to really test his guys because they travel overseas. They're going over international waters to the Bahamas. I know Coach Rowe's got a recruiting pipeline in the Bahamas as well.
How are we jumping to 3 to 5? We were literally just at 3. We just went from 3 to 5. Literally, they had grown men doing the last game.
At the line, Kobe Antwi. And there we go again. Elijah Fisher coming up with a steal. Stolen back the other way. Tough pass to throw.
Hey, Julian, don't run.
Travel called. Again, Crestwood getting after it defensively, forcing some turnovers. Exactly what the doctor ordered for this squad. Von Thomas, Lazar. Back up top, Thomas. Fisher. Ooh. One of those little things coaches talk about so often, trying to catch with 2 hands whenever possible, even on little lob passes like that. You can cut down on turnovers that aren't needed.
Don't need that gamble. Trayvon Thomas gets him on a foul from behind.
Both teams in the bonus now. Julian the wall. Nothing but net on the first. Once again, this is the East National session, the National Preparatory Association. Game 2. Of the session. We got some unbelievable matchups A lot of these teams playing their first games of the season, getting their feet wet in the NPA for this season. Ooh, almost another steal. Thomas now, D'd up by Jaron Johnson. Johnson staying in front of him. Elijah Fisher now, working the rock. Tough take and finish. He has had nothing easy today, and Elijah Fisher has still been able to make a significant impact in this first half.
I can only imagine once that man strength packs on, because everything that he's doing right now is in this young teenage frame.
There you go, Jaron. Run off the feet.
Oh, Jaron Johnson getting down for the steal and rolls it back out to the top. Gets it back. Oh, almost a big stick back jam. Thomas. Ooh, little crossover pullback, almost got the roll. Stepped out of bounds. We talked about it so much last year, that negative step along the sidelines there. 8-point lead now for Crestwood, 2:49 to go here in the first half. Ooh, that was, yeah, I was about to say, over and back. Still had 1 foot in the back court.
And remember, the rule is they have to be fully established across half court. Can't still be up in the air or 1 foot on either side.
Ooh. Offensive foul. Fisher sold it, but that was a push off by Brandon Muntu.
How's that a push? Does he know what level of basketball is left right now?
Much better entry pass that time into Pacheco.
Fading away on that, probably could have just went straight up with it.
And the coaching staff for Crestwood unhappy with the shot selection by Pacheco, but
So
gotta
he makes
be
up for it on D. Back the other way, Fisher getting the rim.
It's good.
And that's, yep. FIBA rules. Another steal.
3-on-1.
Neath goes up off the backboard. Ooh, coaches aren't gonna like that. Coaches are not gonna like that. Timeout on the floor, 2:05 left. Halifax Prep looking to keep this one tight after that lightning quick start to the game.
Over 200 Canadian men and women playing at the NCAA Division I level. Canada's next top talents are identified at NPH's National Showcase Circuit. NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level.
A little full court press here from Crestwood. Great ball movement, alley-oop jam. Chris Ogie has been denting the rims here.
Lazar way off the mark on that 3-ball.
Here we go again. Coming out of that timeout. A 4-0 run in about 12 seconds. Exactly what head coach Marcus Eaton wanted.
And defensively, Halifax has just been spectacular.
Big time 3. Crestwood getting after it. And Jacoby Neath taking out a little aggression on the tin. Ooh, that's a push. You really see Ro Russell explaining to his young protege over there about why that foul was called.
It's at 105. Get it in order. It's at 105. Hey, I got volunteers. They're volunteers. Can we get the black shirts?
Game 2 of 11 here. We got 3 going on tomorrow. 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock local time. And then we have the big 5-game special coming at you on Saturday. GTA Prep we saw rolling in here a little earlier.
That Halifax Prep, GTA Prep should be a very interesting matchup as well. They play similar styles, both in-your-face defense. They're both going to press you full court.
I love the East versus West matchups that we have set up for this session. Crestwood getting things together. Nice passing, ending with a Kobe Antwi 2. An 11-point lead, 45 seconds to go. Muntu fakes the pass. Ooh. Foul called. And when you have the type of size that Ashraf Chadua has, just need to go up straight with those arms straight up. But what a luxury to be able to pull off a 6'7" for a 6'8" Luis Pacheco. I think Chadua is still growing. The lefty, Muntu, at the line. Oh, Pacheco loses it. Johnny and Simmons, what hasn't he done in this game?
I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. He's going to be, if he could play like this all season, he's going to work his way into the top 50 easily.
So what are we at?
He threw down a hammer in the early going. Hit from range. Right there, a steal and a basket.
Physically really well built. Can take the hits, can absorb contact on his way to the rim, adjust in midair. Haven't seen him shoot it from distance yet, but I mean, if he could prove to be a full-fledged shooting guard, 2020 class, he's got to be top 50. I'm just reviewing the list in my head here as the game goes along, and he's up there.
37.3 to go. Pacheco pulls it down.
Almost stepped back court. Looking for a guard to get it to.
Muntu looking for someone.
Now, I don't want to say that Crestwood is unable to handle the pressure because that would be inaccurate, but Halifax does a really good job of putting it on.
Simmons with the basket. 7-point lead for Crestwood. 7 seconds to go. Corner three. That would have been a big-time shot. Crestwood's going to get it back. Timeout. Roe Russell. Just going to. This has been an outstanding first half of basketball, just remembering all the different things that happened in the first 20 minutes. It feels like we played an entire game here. Take a look at Halifax Prep, head coach Marcus Eaton. Again, Halifax Prep, just one win last season, battled injuries throughout the year. Their first year in existence. And what a change from one season to the next to see this reloaded squad, see what they've been able to do in hosting a game, selling it out there in Halifax. Really impressed and excited to see what this team can do.
Yeah, I think they did a good job of setting the bar for themselves in their first season and built a brand, essentially. Built a brand across Canada, one that can be respected, and did a good job recruiting in the offseason, and this is the product that they brought to the table. And that is, like, you watched RNS in the first game. We talked about their evolution as well. Halifax had a similar year in this offseason. And that's what it's really about, is developing a culture first, developing a system, and getting players to buy into the system, not the other way around. You're not going to, bring in a kid and just have things go his way. That's not the way this game works. It's all about role definition. And hats off to Ming, from Halifax Prep. He's the founder of this program and has really done a good job in terms of giving it direction.
Let's see what Crestwood can execute out of this timeout. Big steal. Oh, almost got it to go. Jenny and Simmons is about the only thing he didn't do in that first half was beat the buzzer. A 7-point lead for Crestwood at halftime. Stay with us. We'll be back after a short break.
Loads of potential. Kobe McEwen. He defended a lot of the top guys in this camp. That player is Jalen Warren. All the way. Here, good walk. Give it up. Jalen Llewellyn, MVP.
So across the country, we've been able to go to every city and really get guys better, and then watch them compete and tell the country, about how good they are. And you're going to be more proud to be a part of all of that. Kids are getting better. Kids are getting exposure. It's awesome.
This event is fantastic. I think you guys, North Pole Hoops, does a tremendous service for basketball in this country. And, talking with Kyle Julius, my brother, we never had this when we were growing up. We never had the exposure camps. And I think it's something that people need to start to look at and take advantage of, because regardless if you're the best kid at that camp, you're going to get noticed. And I think that's something that these kids need to understand. And for you guys to go across the country and do these events, it's a tremendous thing.
I think what you guys are doing here in Quebec is putting us on the map, so to speak. I think it's as far as my responsibility, I want to get the word out there, especially with my affiliation with the national team, as to where we can make our players here in Quebec even more exposed, more noticeable. And what you guys at North Pole Hoops are doing is creating that opportunity.
A competitive person competes for a player or two, right? Competes. But a competitor always tries to find a way to win.
When we're talking top prospects across the country, it doesn't matter if you're the top guy in Ontario, because now you have to be the top guy in Canada. And then it doesn't matter that you're the top guy in Canada, because the States has 350 million people.
I like seeing all you guys' hands go up when you talk about NCAA. Because a lot of times from here, we don't believe. That's the only thing that it is just believing. You know, you guys have the talent and just the work ethic, and you guys can all put it in today.
Ici, il y a un écran sur la balle, il dit switch. Il y a un deuxième écran sur la balle, ils disent rien. Pull-up jumper wide open.
I think it would be easier to get recognized because of North Pole Hoops. You know, you guys are out there recognizing and identifying people because you know that there are diamonds in the rough. Back then, because of the national team, it was easy to get exposure. So if I could have the access to exposure that the kids get now, I think I would have seen my opportunity in a different way. I would have been as afraid of the opportunity, not necessarily afraid, but I would have known more about the opportunity, known the value of the opportunity, known even the end game of the opportunity. If I knew if the climate was the same now as it was then.
I don't care if it's 4:30 left and we're up by 100. Do you hear me? You play one way and that's hard. Got me? Yeah. So, let's go.
Right here. Foul! And one. Let's go, boy!
I'm about precision. If you can't be precise, you can't play.
Reach. Smooth. Low. I'm 6'9", 270. I can do it lightly. You guys should be able to.
Every single one of you guys in this gym. It's about competing and seeing where you are to know, all right, I'm leaving camp, I know what I got to work on.
If I'm evaluating a prospect and he can't play defense, you know what that tells me? It tells me I can't trust him. I can't trust you if you don't play defense.
Tell him, space out, move. You gotta direct the show, okay? Right. And you gotta keep go get it. If he's not here, ball. Communicate, right? That's next level stuff.
It speaks on the community's involvement as well. There's a lot of people that help, and you know what? That's what really North Pole Hoops is all about. It's about continuing to build culture, continuing to build community within the game, and you know, helping the game elevate here in this country.
We want to invest into the game. We want to work with the community, and we feel that it's extremely important to work together as a community, from high school coaches to club coaches to different stakeholders. It's extremely important to work together. As we always say, it takes a village to raise a child. We really believe that, and we want to execute that.
It's not a game. This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody, so you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay, I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole Hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Look around the room, someone you don't know is watching you, and someone's gonna talk about you after this, and you know, you want them to be able to say the right thing, and you know, that'll help send you in the right direction.
Those guys are here from 7 in the morning training because they want it. Let your game talk, right? That's what game speaks means. 1, 2, 3, game speaks. seen lives change in a matter of 1 weekend. It's all on you. It's not a game. This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody. So you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay? I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole Hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
That one hurt.
Well, Halifax Prep started this game off electrifying the place. Crestwood battled back and really took control and ended up with a 7-point lead at the half. Let's see what the second half shows us here in game number 2 of our 11-game Eastern National session. Janian Simmons with 17 points in that first half, while Uwat, Muntu, and Ogi all had 8, while on the other side, Nice with 10 points, Kobe Antwi with 11, and Elijah Fisher with 10, so very balanced scoring on both sides.
And the ball was distributed really well in the first. Ooh, hello. Mr. Kobe Antwi with the flush. But as I was saying, the ball was distributed really well for Crestwood. The ball moved very quickly to start the game. And then you saw them start to settle for some long 3 balls, for some contested shooting. But it looks like they're off to exactly how they started here coming into the second half.
Halifax Prep. Little problem with the shot clock there.
Janian Simmons has really been a bright spot for this Halifax prep squad. And that might be the first shot he's taken in his and one.
Simmons, money ball plus the foul.
Right on cue.
Looking for that 4-point play, can't get it to go. When you're playing a Crestwood team, you really need to take advantage of every opportunity to score. Sent back by Simmons, both ends of the floor. Elijah Fisher getting after it.
Really good to see him get out for loose balls like that. He's not no, he's not no high class, poshy type of player. Doesn't matter that he's the top kid in the class. He's going to die for those loose balls. He's going to get after it.
Three's no good. Big rebound. Simmons. Ooh, and he drops it off. Nice play by Fisher, stripping it on his way back down. Neese back the other way. A little righty finish on the left-hand side.
Kobe Antwi almost gets a steal.
Even just getting that deflection allows the defense to set back up. Those are the little things that really speak volumes for Crestwood. Corner, 3 balls, cash money. Julian Lawal has chipped in nicely for this Halifax Prep 7 squad. Thomas, Fisher.
And
Beat up by Muntu.
11 points has been the biggest lead of the game, and that belonged to Crestwood. They still hang on right now for a 7-point lead, 61-54.
Now it's Chris Ogie who's been making an impact both ends of the floor. A couple of tough finishes at the rim. Nice D there, sending it back. Halifax Prep really getting their hands in the cookie jar consistently. Neath. Pull up. Wow. When Jacoby Neath has his legs under him and can elevate like that, we didn't get to see that last season consistently because of his injury.
Saw a little bit of it with the national team. There he is on the strip.
That's the type of impact Jacoby Neath can have.
Two seconds on the shot clock. I don't think they're aware.
Oh, didn't call it out.
It didn't reset. Referees discussing where the shot clock was at.
Where does that number just come from?
Tough move by Pacheco. Thomas comes down with it.
And Jacoby's he's gotten a lot better looks than that one. I think he's just trying to find his groove and get into it, but the shot selection has to remain key for these guys to keep a lead.
Simmons, kick out, Muntu, no good. Uwat can't clean up the mess.
I was curious with all these new guys on the Halifax Prep roster, how Muntu role would change, whether he'd be the guy that's looked at to contribute in a great volume scoring, and he hasn't had to do that today. But at the same time, he's not a in rhythm shooter. So having only taken maybe 2 or 3 shots all game, the first one he takes in this half is a little off the mark.
That was a question that I had as well after what we saw him do last year. To see how he was going to be able to kind of fit into this new roster.
That's a much better looking shot. Had a lot of time to set up his feet. Good release.
Getting after it. Ooh. A lot of contact on the body. You want two-handed strip away, but foul was on the body down low. Neath at the line. Offensive rebound, Muntu. Nice finish down low. Tobias check.
We're going to get to see a lot more Jaren Johnson here in the second half. Was a stud for them last year.
Another player who's gonna have to figure out his way in a brand new lineup. But I mean, all these guys, they just want to win. So whatever it's gonna take to do that.
I think they're unselfish in that sense, but nonetheless, I mean, you're a player who was coming off of major minutes last year at Halifax Prep. You want to carve out your niche, and you want to make sure that your production stays somewhat the same.
Thomas with the steal.
Great jab by Kobe Antwi.
Big time
Better
block. Okoye what? And back the other way. Nice two from Tobias Check.
Good job using the middle of the floor to break the press.
Neath. Nice shovel pass, two-handed slam. Neath to Pacheco for the crush. Leads back up to 11.
That's the right call. Cristo was moving on the screen, opened up a little bit too early.
Midway point of the third quarter. 11-point lead. Nice look. Javon Thomas to Pacheco. So much size on him.
I'm telling you, man.
Pacheco.
Every time Trayvon's been on the floor, something good's happened for Crestwood. He just understands how to read the floor and how to understand angles and penetrates and dishes at all the right times.
Big time finish. Tavon Downey, the smallest man on the floor. Great angle off of glass for that one.
And he's transferring back home from GTA Prep, where he spent his last season.
Lead's been at 11 for Crestwood through most of this second half. Getting the roll for the and one. Crestwood was up 7 at the break. Extended that to double digits now. Ooh, a rare mistake from the point guard, Trevon Thomas. Ooh, big time shot. Tobias checking in from downtown. That's a momentum getter right there. Halifax Prep looking for a stop. They have not been able to do that for Crestwood in this second half. Thomas. Another one. Christo Ugodo. Back-to-back threes for Ugodo. Neese. Offensive rebound, great find. Kashawn Laddie. Neese has just been the calming influence on this squad today. Tavon Downey checking in from long range.
The 3 ball is connecting for Halifax Prep.
Leads down to 5. You hear Halifax Prep begging for a box out. Looking for a stop. Neese pulls it.
Ooh,
the silencer is Jacoby Neese.
It's just such a smooth stroke, so well collected and balanced. He's got a strong base, so he's able to pull up and find that balance. Oh, there's Trayvon Thomas on the steal.
Finds Neese. Lost it on his way up. Calling the travel. Still had possession of it. Good call by the refs. Johnson running off the screen. Forcing the issue. Kashawn Laddie will go to the line to shoot 2. Laddie just really didn't have it set there. You could tell like free throw stroke was not strong.
His minutes have kind of been sporadic, so he's not, he's not warm right now.
Travel call. Halifax Prep going to get it back with 2:05 left here in the third quarter. Wow. What a unforced turnover that was, but Neese gave it right back. Oh, getting after it. Everybody on the floor. Everybody's going after it right now. 1:48 left. Baseline sent back, but gets it right back. Matthew Nelson's has been solid for Crestwood. They've really got it from everywhere on the floor tonight.
We haven't seen Elijah Fisher in a little while,
I was thinking the exact same thing. They did see Cristo Agudo, who now has 8 points in this quarter at minimum. Once again, Kashawn Laddie. Like, this Crestwood squad rolls deep, Elias.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of guys that could dagger it from deep. There ain't no telling who's got the hot hand on which day.
Easy call there. Okoye going to the line. No, that's 83-72. Just double checking the score up there. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. An outstanding second game of day one of this East National session. Pacheco comes down with it. You know, Halifax Prep has a lot of length, doesn't quite have that same width that Crestwood does.
Jeez.
Jacoby Neath.
How's that for some range?
You know, I would say he's on one tonight, but I think Jacoby Neath's going to be on one this season.
Couldn't agree more with you, man. Senior season, he's looking to make a point, looking to leave with a championship.
.6 to go here in the third quarter.
Elijah Fisher back on the floor for Crestwood. On the wing, number 22 in the white.
They've been able to extend this lead without Fisher. In the bonus. Crestwood going to the line, looking to extend this lead now. Could have went either way there. Both players were hand checking away.
Yeah, I think Jaron Johnson had him beat on there, and the man from Montreal hanging on, trying to hang on from behind.
Johnson getting to the line, looking to get a couple back.
And you got to be careful with the fouls that you choose to take right now. Everything's bonus.
Yeah, not a foul. That's very helpful for your squad right there. Neath spinning. Wow, why not? No good. They got a chance to beat the clock, and they do. Two-handed slam. What a great third quarter from Cristo Ugodo. We still got a game heading into the fourth. Stay with us. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action as we finish off day one at Rothsay Netherwood School.
Loads of potential. Kobe McEwen. He defended a lot of the top guys in this camp. That player is Jalen Warren. All the way. Here, good walk. Give it up. Jalen Llewellyn, MVP.
So across the country, we've been able to go to every city and really get guys better. And then...
What will this fourth quarter have in store for us? It's been a great game thus far. The biggest lead was 11. Now it's at 12 for Crestwood. They're up 88-76. In the lane, no good. Nice offensive rebound. Koyu Uwat. Back up top, Cristo Ugodo, who really did so much in that third quarter for this Halifax Prep squad. Got to beat the shot clock, bailed out by the foul call. That's what Jacoby Neath is telling his young point guard right now. Saying, you heard the countdown, don't bail him out with a foul. I like what I've seen from Jacoby today also, like nice.
From a leadership standpoint,
absolutely.
You mean? Yeah.
Because he has to be like that on this team, right?
Last year you had Franco Miller,
yes,
you know, who could operate with the ball in his hands and didn't make a lot of mistakes and could really light it up for you to score. This year he's dealing with a lot of youth on his team.
Ooh, that's deep. Had to get it off before the clock expired. Crestwood has really taken a big shot from Halifax Prep in this game and weathered it thus far. Back the other way. Euro step, tough finish. The Koyu Watt has been impressive in this game.
Even from a rebounding standpoint, he's given him a lot of second and third chance opportunities.
Antwi back the other way. Rebound brought down. Ooh, tough pass off the backboard. Halifax Prep, the door is still open for him. Corner three. Ogie is cash.
This is a very unselfish
Rayvon Young.
Yeah, Rayvon, we got familiar with him in Toronto.
Told you, it's a brand new squad. I'm looking for Ryan Toney out there. Not happening.
Okay, big man.
Wow.
Louis Pacheco.
Pacheco stepping out. Leaking out. Crestwood. Pacheco now. Ooh. Gets into the corner. Nice finish, Trayvon Thomas.
Looks like Crestwood's on pace to pass that 100 mark. And Simmons about to check in for Halifax Prep. He's been big time in the first half. See if he's got any juice left.
Hey, bring us back.
7:45 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Simmons aggressive coming back into the game.
Crestwood up 14 with the ball. Elijah Fisher no good from the corner. Push it back the other way. Simmons goes behind the back, has it picked off. Good transition defense. Battling for everything. Halifax Prep getting there to pick up their man. Jacoby Neese working the rock, taking at the smaller defender. And
that's easy money.
I think that's what he was saying right there too. Picked off. Muntu couldn't get it to go. 2-on-1 on the rebound. Neath got hacked.
And this is a formidable lineup right here for Crestwood. You got Nelson's, Pacheco, Antwi, Neath, and Fisher. Good feed inside.
Crestwood rolling deep, keeping the legs fresh. Now find themselves up. A comfortable advantage right now. 6:11 left.
Had it the first time. I don't know why he thought about it there. Too much hesitation.
Neath gets it out. Ooh, sent back. And while Uwat was staring down and enjoying his block, Crestwood had an easy two. Three ball. Trayvon Hamilton. Foul on Uwat. Has been out there as a defensive machine.
No, he's been excellent. He's been excellent. First evaluation for him. Hey, he's on my board. I'm going to keep a close eye on this kid. If he can remain consistent all season long, things are going to turn up with him from a recruitment angle. Another one from Calgary, Alberta.
The new hotbed.
Yep.
Timeout, Halifax Prep. They're down 17. They got to make something happen midway point of the fourth quarter.
NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships. The NPA.
Oh yeah!
You will see GTA Prep in action tomorrow. They will have some interesting matchups on their session schedule. Nice shot once again. Cristo Ogudo, I guess that's somebody who you did know coming into the session.
Yeah, we got to know him a lot during his days at Father Lacombe in Alberta. Played with Manyang Tong, who's now playing on Edge. And then we got to know him a little bit during the NPH Showcase circuit.
Wide open jam. Akoy Uwat, because Luis Pacheco was down on the other end. Bad pass. That's not going to endear himself to any coaching staff right there. A 5-point swing right there. Brandon Muntu checking in from the downtown district. Don't look now, leads down to 10.
And with Halifax Prep, we've seen this on multiple occasions. A little bit of a too early of a celebration, and it's bit them in the butt a bunch of times. So they got a momentum switch right now that's in their favor. They just got to continue to press. Leave the celebration for after.
The same thing that they have going for them positively, that type of excitement and energy, has come back to bite them a couple of times in this game. Uwat with a block at one point, was kind of celebrating it. Meanwhile, another two happened right behind him. Right now, Ro Russell wants to chat a few things over because the lead's down to 10. 4:12 to go. We still got a game going. Tell your friends, tune in. 4:12 to go. The lead's down to 10. Halifax Prep. Ooh, coming up with the steal. Muntu. Nice ball fake and basket. Oh, transition. Crestwood, Elijah Fisher. He has had nothing easy in this game. He has earned every point he has. Telegraph that pass a little bit, I think. .350 left. Halifax Prep puts this press on, but you have to remember about the guys leaking out. Neath, nice drop off. Luis Pacheco slamming it home. Jacoby Neath dropping dimes. Pacheco cashing the check.
Good read by Pacheco on that one. Great defensive play.
Neath dropping it off. This time it's Antwi. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. .12-point lead with 3:24 to go. It's been a great game. A lot of energy on both sides.
Kobe Antwi's played some significant minutes today, and deservingly so. Made a couple shots from outside, got into the lane, and he showed that his burst has really improved this season.
Ooh, Muntu. It's a shot we saw him take an awful lot last year out of necessity. Ooh. I thought Neath actually thought about that for a second. Gets into the lane. Oh.
Wow. Tough finish.
Jacoby Neath.
Senior season, baby. Try to leave with a bang.
And that is a healthy Jacoby Neath. And that is a danger for the rest of the league. Yeah, Neath dropped the deuce, so he's going to the line for the 3-point play. 3 minutes to go. Front rim. One thing's for sure, Halifax Prep is not going to go down without a fight. Muntu now at the line. .244 to go here. Jacoby Neath. Bring it down. He came out on a mission in this game.
Those are some healthy knees.
Just two-handed with the hammer. Fisher, he's doing the same. Crestwood coming out.
Game, set, match.
They are out here to leave an impression. They know that the rest of the NPA will be watching this game, and Crestwood wants to let everyone know they are a national championship contender on this season. The Neath being very smart about it. Javon Thomas into the lane. Pacheco with the putback, clean up the mess. I think those two spikes took the wind out of the sails here in this one late in the game. Yeah, foul on Pacheco. Ooh, offensive rebound and putback. Julian Lawal caught everyone asleep. Crestwood pulling it back out. Look out along the baseline, Elijah Fisher. Slapping to the backboard, we'll call that attack every time. Something tells me these two teams are going to meet again down the road.
I mean, it was a really good first half. When they're reviewing film, I think Halifax is going to look back and talk about those plays where, early celebrations.
An awful lot of positives.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some positive to take from this. They proved that they could bang for 3 quarters. Really, the rest of it is just fixing the mistakes down the stretch.
Yep.
Definitely got the bodies for it, the skill set, depth.
We were talking about this before, wondering if we were going to see the big man, Ali Rajab.
Is he the only 7-footer in the league at this time?
I think he could have been the only 7-footer in the league, period, at any point.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
Do not remember a legit 7-footer in this league at any point. I mean, we're only in our 3rd season.
Yeah, he's all 7, for sure. And he looks a lot more fluid than the last time I saw him, too.
I mean, that's just going to be a work in progress, It
always takes long for the bigs to really find their feet.
And the bigger they are. Lazar, no good. I think head coach Marcus Heaton wants to see his big man trying to run a play for him. Just 11 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Halifax Prep came out strong, made a statement that they are here in the NPA. But Crestwood made their own statement. They are a legit national championship contender. 6 seconds to go here. Did not feel like a 20-point game.
Not at all, and it wasn't until halfway through the 4th, I would say, where Crestwood really took it over.
Positives for Halifax Prep to take away. But in the end, Crestwood showed that they are the class of this league. 2 games in the books. We got 3 coming at you tomorrow, 1, 4, and 7 local time. Tune back in. YouTube channel of North Pole Hoops. Jason Tom signing off alongside Elias Sabate. We'll see you tomorrow.